Hello and welcome to Little Sue, and welcome to hopefully the very last video of this craft room sort of declutter, tidy up, rearrange everything basically. Now we are on, is it the 10th or the 11th of October? It's Monday. So whatever the Monday is. I know Friday's the 14th, so 10th, I think. I'm not sure. So it's the 10th of October. Now, the plan was before my birthday I was going to spend that week doing it. That never happened. I did get most of it tidied and sort of put away, but not a lot of it. So, as always, this is my door. This is where I like to start off my videos when I'm doing a sort of craft room sort of tour type thing. And I'll just slowly spin you around. Now, as you can see, no chest of drawers. It actually got picked up this morning. So that is gone to the charity shop. Because there was nothing wrong with the chest of drawers. My husband wouldn't let me keep it. Such a meanie. But then again, there wasn't actually anywhere for me to put it. So there was kind of no point in keeping it. But yeah, so that's gone. So down on the very bottom of the shelf is all of my books. Now, these are books that I've picked up from my dad's house. Down in Blackpool, because my dad moved up to Dundee with my sister and my brother took over his house. Now, my dad was a really, really bad hoarder. He had thousands upon thousands of books, and my brother put them up into the loft, and I've only gone through a small section of them because he's actually doing my dad's house up at the minute, which looks absolutely amazing. So this is a small collection of the books that I've managed to pick up. A lot of dictionaries and thesauruses. That's my light, as always, it gets kept in there. The shelf that I've like sort of half unscrewed, where I normally keep a carrier bag for the rubbish. I've just now dumped it out in the hall just now to get it out of the way. These are little fridge drawers, which they didn't work in the fridge. I don't know if you can see it there, but they kind of... So I figured just to put them there. They work there. They're not going to hold much in them. It's just for if I get like wee bits of ribbon or lace or that cut off of stuff, then I can just dump them in those drawers until I can actually put them away. I have got all of that tidied away as well, and this is what this shelf will be looking like just now. Now that is a lot of that's actually a lot of my ATCs, because I take part in Woolly Steph's ATC swap every month, and a lot of my ATCs are now in that pile now. Hopefully I will get on and actually film them, because I have 7, I think, maybe more, not entirely sure. And then up here, that's just more of my books, my CD-ROMs. And then up in the very top now, that is a box that I made for my husband, and it's like trades. I'll maybe do a video on that. I'll do a video showing you the inside of that box, but I'll also add in pictures of the cards that I've been making as well along the way. That's just empty boxes. That's a dictionary, and then that's actually little stationery sets that I bought a while ago that was supposed to go gifted out. I've managed to get most of this tidied as well. So my paints there, yellow box is stuff to gift out. That box actually has the excess tissue papers and sort of wrapping paper that I like, that I thought I could use. The bottom 3 boxes I've still not done anything with. That is just envelopes, blank cards, and the very bottom one is journal stuff. So like my tea-dyed papers, notebooks to actually take apart and tea-dye and that kind of stuff. And up on the very top is my napkins. So I can actually get into it now. That's a little Christmas thing. It's like build a sign or something, and that's just an empty box. That's just empties there. I thought these were actually Tic Tacs, so actual proper Tic Tac boxes. I love my Tic Tacs, and what I thought is these are perfect for diamond art. So I've been keeping a little collection of them there. That's Sarah's jewellery thing. That's my bookbinding kit thing. So it's the string, the needles and the pokey tool. And that's a book that my mother-in-law gave me. A little shelf hasn't really changed all that much. I have added my colouring pencils to the top of my alcohol markers, and then that's actually more colouring pencils as well. Embellishment boxes, the little boxes again, and then this is the Christmas stuff that I made 2 years ago. No, last year. So that was my Christmas in July from last year. These are all unfinished products that I've got in there. My Crafter's Companion scores thing. Not even sure what it is, but I do use that sometimes. It's quite handy. And here I've actually got my stamping press at the minute in here. That is my trimmer. And that's 2 trimmers that I don't use, but I kind of don't want to get rid of them. And then I have gone through my drawers. So, very bottom drawer is my ATCs pockets for pocket letters. Sleeves, I think it's what they are. I also have my laminator pouches in there as well. And some plain poly pockets, which I don't know why they're in there, but next one is all my punches that I have. So I've got my circles, my flowers, and then just some random punches at the back there. Then I have my inks. Now I like storing my inks upside down just to keep the ink juicy on the top. Now, most of these are dried. Like this set here is it was a cheap set, but I'm pretty sure they're like all dried up or something. Next one has my little distress cubes and my archivals, which I absolutely love the archival range. I've got 5 of them now. This is just metallic markers and that. A whole load of metallic pens. And the last one is all of like stationery stuff. So sticky pads, pens. That is corrector roll. I've also got my label here and my stapler. So that's those drawers done. That top one I'll probably go through again because I'm not sure if all those pens work. And now, so bottom shelf of my big massive unit, I have my magazines are still where they are, but I used to have foam pads, folders, and God knows what else down there. But I've left my magazines, and then this is all of my Christmas dies, stamps, embossing folders, and box kits. Just because I wanted them handy, because obviously we're in October now, we're going to start doing all my Christmas makes. But I didn't want to put them back into the cupboard behind the door, because they'd have to go on the very top shelf, because it was the only space that's available. So that's where the foam was. I've now moved up to here so that it divides this lot up. So that's all my like card kits and that, and magazines. And that's like kits. So that's the Nature's Grace. I've got Sweet Moments. I've got not sure what that one is. Floral Muse. Beach Life. So that's that side there. Then I have my gems and embellishments. So that's Sarah's and Jack's. Jack is making a Diglett. Diglett from Pokemon. But he wanted a coloured one. He's done another one as well. A brown one. But he's now wanting a green one because he wants it a different colour. And my embellishment boxes are filled with all of my embellishments. Then I have my gems all there. Like I've actually put that box back in there because that was sitting on my windowsill. And then these drawers are my straws. And I have just millions and millions, and I'm not even sure how many straws are actually in there. But if I move them all back and you can get an idea. Yes. I sort of had a fascination of buying straws because I kind of like the idea of making the rosette wands, but I never did. So I now just have a drawer filled with paper straws. But they come in handy. Then I have my bows. All different types of bows in here. And my butterflies are in this top one. So I've got little fabric ones, paper ones. There is wooden ones there as well as more fabric ones. Then I have empties. Not sure where to put them just now. That white one is empty. That one was empty, but I've decided to put in some cards. Now these are the cards that I've been making. So that's just a couple of cards that I made. Not all of them, but just to gift out. That's my wax seal stuff. Now, that was downstairs. I've brought it upstairs now. That's the journal stuff again. That is more ATCs. Because that's where I was keeping them. But because I couldn't get into the room, they went to the other side of the black wooden box. Then up the top's just my gems and that. That top basket there has handmade cards in it with a couple of other different things throughout the last 3-4 years. Then we've got my Halloween stuff, my Easter stuff. That folder I think came from Laura, who's Mrs. Stationery and Stuff. We did a embellishment folder swap, just a mini one. Don't know what's in that basket, but that's more straws that's actually underneath it. I did go straw daft. Then onto this shelf, that's empty. Then we have my buttons, my heat gun, my label maker, and the shoebox on the very end is actually, do you know all those little colour cards that you get in B&Q's? In B&Q. It's all them. Then this shelf I haven't really done anything with, except that is now all of my embellishments. ready to put on cards that people have gifted me, as well as some of the little embellishments that I had as well. That folder was on the bottom there, is now up there. Haven't really done anything with that. That is still my washi drawers, all three of them, as well as up on the top. Sorry for it jumping a wee bit. It's not focusing very often. That is my foam pads, foam tape, foam pads, squares, circles, you name it's all in there. That's a little lot of my glue sticks and the clear one. Don't even ask me what's on top because I don't know. Then obviously that is my brushes there. I haven't really done anything with that. That's just like my tools and that, where the ones that I keep handy. I haven't sorted out any of this lot. So this will be another lot that I need to go through and see what's there. Then my windowsill, I have mostly cleared it. That's just an empty box now. That was an empty box until like an hour ago, where I have done a couple of my paper clay. So it's my flowers and frames. They're now drying. This is my mat. Now, this is the state of my mat after Jack and Sarah have been playing with it. As you can see, it is a mess. That's the pearl drops, the 3D pearl drops and that. That's the mess they made. So I have ordered a new mat because I need a new mat. I've just hung my heat gun up there because I was using it. I don't know when I was using it, but I was using it. And that is my little cutter because I was using that as well. Oh, that is all my Christmas in July cards that I made. Now, in that box there is a total of 50, and that's not including the little things at the top that are ready to be cut out and put onto cards as well. And that's not including the 4 cards that I made in a box kit that I couldn't find. That is just more stuff that I need to sort through. That's basically all I've got left, really, to work my way through. And then underneath the table, if I just come down, that is the box that was sitting at the door. I have now got it under my table. So this is all of my sewing stuff. So that's my sewing fabrics, my sewing machine, there is boxes. That clear box sitting in the basket has all of my sewing, all the sewing kit. So like the needles, the threads and that. That's what's in there. Then we've got my Gemini and my Gemini plates, so that I can just pull this table out a wee bit and use it. And it just sits under there nicely. My drawers, I've already gone through all of them. They haven't changed at all. Up the top, I have added more stuff up the top there. It just doesn't go down. But yeah, that needs to be sorted. I'm thinking about just binning the cereal boxes because I haven't used them and I don't think I'll plan to use them anytime soon. And if I need cereal boxes, Jack and Sarah go through them. Now, one of the things that I have done, if I just move this out the way and put it on my table, is I did go through all of these drawers. So all of these drawers are now colour coordinated instead of just having randoms in it. Like the top one used to be just paper. The second one was coloured, well, the next 3 were probably coloured card, and then it was like 3 white card and 1 cream card. But what I've decided to do is actually colour coordinate all of my drawers, because I was finding that I had paper absolutely everywhere. So down the very, very bottom is that's gold and silver. That is black and grey. Then we've got blue, green, yellow and orange are in the one because I didn't have much of each of them. Then we've got purple, red and pink. And then up the very top here, I have all my white and cream cards in this little unit here. So, and that's just card that I have recently bought. I was wanting to check out the colours and see what like the colours were. And I'm going to order some more of those specific colours because they're actually quite nice card, especially for making card bases. Trolley hasn't really changed much. I've just added my new glues. So my Anita's tacky and I've got Kalal glue now. The bottom hasn't really changed much. I've just added my, like, the hankies and dry wet wipes into the bottom there because they're handy for if I make a mess with the glue. I haven't really done anything with the drawers except these two drawers now hold Sarah's stuff, which I am planning on filming soon. And the top one still has, if I just pull it out, it's got random stuff on this side, but this side is every single glitter and sequins that I have. I don't like glitter. It's one thing I don't like using, but I do absolutely love my sequences. So that big box is filled with sequences. Then I've got 2 folders of sequences, and this back bit is just all filled with sequences as well. I did go daft with my sequences. Then we have my stickers. So near enough all of this is stickers, apart from the couple of pens and pencils sticking out. That is stickers as well, but that big pink thing and the bit behind it's actually my paper, my big, it's just like a massive sketchbook, A3 I think it was, and I just use that, open it up and use that for spraying my A4 papers. Oh, tea dyed and ink dyed and all the rest of it. That's just, still haven't worked out where I'm putting the little basket. And then this is, so I've got my 2 little die cutting machines, my Cuttlebug and the little Disney one. I've got my rotary trimmer and my guillotine as well as my laminator in there. I've got my folders there. My scoreboard is in there as well somewhere. And then up the top, this is the thing that I absolutely love. Now, I am going to get another white folder because that one's absolutely jam-packed full now. So I need a new one. But I have my embossing folders, my stamps, my dies as well, all my dies. And what I have been doing is I've slowly been sorting them out into categories instead of having them all within the same area, like just all randomly mixed. Because I found that when I was looking for a specific die, I was struggling to find it. Like it was a nesting die I was looking for and I couldn't find it anywhere. But now I know where they are. So that's my pride and joy there. I absolutely love this. That's just my board, which I do need to sort out and rearrange, but that's stuff that people have made me. And then behind the door here, I have my 2 bags that I got. So that one was made by Colette from Country Creations, and that one was my swap partner, which I can't remember who it was. And then inside the cupboard, and I think I'll do what I did the last time and put the light on. Torch. Oh, cannot turn torch on. Never mind, can't turn the torch on. But hopefully you can see anyway. So I've not really done much inside the cupboard since last time. But now I can actually get into it. Now I have rearranged this top part here. Well, I'll stay back because the sun goes in nicely. So that I was planning on using that for all the embellishments that people gifted me, but they didn't fit. Half of them didn't fit, so I gave up with that option and decided it actually works with all my little Christmas embellishments, so all the jingle bells and all that. When it comes time to taking it out, I will show you what's all in there. And up the top there, that is all shredded paper, all different types. And that is actually I don't know what type of, but it's a little canvas bag with the plastic on the front so you can see in it. I think it was for making up a hamper, but I'm using it to hold all, basically Country Creations does what is it? It's like 5 days of Christmas. You're making from the 20th to the 24th and then something on the 25th. So it was like not last year, but the year before or 2 years ago it was a candy cane, and 3 years ago it was a ballet slipper. But that's where I've stored all the little packaging that was actually made for me. So yeah, that is my craft room tour. Now I'm actually really proud of how well it's turned out this time. Hopefully it won't turn into a mess again, but no doubt my 2 children are going to come home from school and make an absolute riot. So thank you to everybody who has watched this video. Please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down in the description box below, and I will see you all again very soon for hopefully some crafting. Bye for now.